Hey everybody, this is TJR. If this is your first time here, welcome. If not, welcome back. Also, if you're new here, normally I talk mostly about music on this channel, but I do occasionally like to switch topics, which I'm going to do right now. I want to talk about the Star Wars series, The Mandalorian. I have really enjoyed the first two seasons of this series, and today is the premiere of season 3, which I haven't watched yet. I'm going to watch it, but before I do, I wanted to make this video and talk about something that's been bugging me ever since the end of season 2, and more importantly, the end of the Boba Fett series that followed right afterwards. Season 2 had a very highly emotional ending. Basically, we saw an end to a 2-season story arc where our primary character finally manages to bring Grogu to the end of his quest, and he basically gives him to Luke Skywalker. And of course, seeing Luke Skywalker return was, I know, emotionally powerful for anybody who's grown up with Star Wars and has grown up watching it. From serious hardcore fan to casual fan, it was a powerful moment for everybody. It was a powerful moment watching the Mandalorian take off his mask and hold Grogu in his hands, and Grogu touches his face. It was all very powerful and emotional. And while, of course, I knew that there was more than likely going to be a season 3, I also saw this as an end to a story arc. And that if there was a season 3, it would be Mando by himself again, on his own. And it would have to be a whole new chapter, a whole new story. And I was fine with that. Then, at the end of season 2 of Mandalorian, of course, we had a preview for the Boba Fett series. But at the end of the Boba Fett series, we ended with the Mandalorian and Grogu reunited. And basically, the status quo returned back to what it was at the beginning of season 2. And it didn't bug me that much when I first watched it, but it bugged me. And the more I thought about it, and the more I waited for season 3, or thought about season 3, the more it bothered me. It felt like a cheat in the writing. It felt like it just felt wrong to me. It felt unauthentic. It felt like they destroyed that powerful ending by bringing everything back to the way it was. And it felt like if I rewatch season 2, and especially the finale, that has no more emotional weight anymore. Because in the Boba Fett series, they just brought them right back together again. They reestablished the status quo. And that just felt like a cheat. It felt like sloppy writing. It felt like something that was mandated, potentially even. I don't know. I know that a lot of people just want to see more adventures of Mando and Grogu together. And to a certain extent, I understand that. And I kind of felt the same way. But I also know that stories have to come to an end. And if you're going to tell more stories, you have to go in a different direction. And that story came to an end at the end of season 2, only to be reset at the end of the Boba Fett series. And so it's bothered me. And I'm still going to watch season 3. I'm sure there will be some things that I will enjoy about it. And maybe I'll be proven completely wrong, and they'll really just write a great series. And I hope that happens. But I feel like it's more of an uphill battle now because of that. Or at least it's going to be that way for me. Let me know your thoughts about that. I'd be curious to know. So I'm going to go ahead and watch the first episode of season 3. And in the meantime, I'll look forward to hearing your comments. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon so you never miss a video. I want to say a big thank you to my patron supporters. Patron supporters do receive exclusive weekly videos not available here on the channel. And thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to go watch and see how this is. Y'all take care. Bye. Surprise, I decided to come back and react to the first episode. And quite honestly, when it was done, I looked over at my partner Superfan and I just said to her, that was kind of anticlimactic. I expected kind of a bigger bang for the season opener. And she surprisingly agreed with me because she tends to be less critical than me. Her response was that she felt like she had watched part 1 only of a 2-part episode, except there was no part 2 to go to. We both kind of said, oh, well, we're going to stick with it, of course. We'll watch the next episode and the one after that. But it was kind of very unclimactic way to start off things. We expected a lot more bang for our buck. But at any rate, though, we're still going to stick with it. Let me know your thoughts. And again, thanks for hanging out. Okay, this time I'm saying goodbye for real. Bye-bye.